Good morning, y'all. It is day 156 on the Appalachian Trail. Today is Sunday, July 31st. So July is finishing up here today. I had a 0 yesterday. Got a lot of stuff accomplished. Got a lot of videos uploaded. And talked to family and all that good stuff. We got a shuttle into Bethel, Maine from Andover because there's not a lot in Andover. We stayed at that geodesic dome there, the Human Nature Hostel, which was fun. It's a good hostel. It's just pretty far away from everything. It's like 18 miles from the Appalachian Trail, which doesn't really say that on gut hooks, but so it was a little inconvenient, the drives back and forth the trail. And then we needed a resupply, so we had to go all the way to Bethel, which is a 35-minute drive. And then we got to the outfitter, and I needed a new Sawyer water filter, and Rocket Man did too. And he got the last one, so I didn't get one. And then the store owner called another place, and they didn't have one either, so yeah, I'm having to kind of share with him, but we're hoping the next town, Rangeley or Stratton, I'll be able to get one. It's just a little inconvenient. I mean, a water filter works, but it takes a long time to filter the water, and I just lose time. So, and I've had it since I started, so I've used it a lot. But yeah, we got to go eat and have some local brews, and back on trail today. And right off the bat, I'm going up this hill. It's 2,200 feet in the first 2.5 miles, so it's straight up. But we're slack packing today. He and I moved from that hostel to another one down in Andover, which is actually closer to the trail, and left our gear there, and we just took small packs that they offered us, and we're going to do 13.5 miles today. 2 big mountains. This one I'm on is Old Blue Mountain, which is, like I said, pretty quickly going uphill, 2.5 miles. And then we kind of go along the ridge line up and down, and then go over Bemis Mountain and Bemis Mountain Second Peak, and then we drop back down to the next highway and get picked up later today. So we kind of logistically figured out a few things. We're going to stay at that hostel tonight, I just mentioned. Then tomorrow, that hostel has a connection with one in Rangeley, Maine. So they're actually going to take our backpacks down to that hostel, and we will slack pack again tomorrow north all the way to Rangeley and get picked up there, and then stay there. So that's kind of the plan over the next couple of days. And then we've kind of got it figured out all the way to Katahdin. We'll see if that comes to fruition. But it's Sunday. Grateful for a lot of things this week. Number one being in better spirits. A lot of great comments, encouragement, support from all of y'all. Family and friends. And second, I'm not injured. I mean, I got foot pain and swelling, a little bit of knee pain, but nothing horrendous. More people have gotten off trail. I heard our good friends Amethyst and Mishap, who are going Sobo. Amethyst had a problem with her foot. Possible stress fracture. She had to get off. They went home to West Virginia, and she's trying to recover there and get back on trail. So, yeah, she's in the White Mountains. Those mountains are real. And so I'm grateful that I haven't gotten injured, snapped my Achilles or anything. And a few people just got off because they couldn't do it anymore. Just mentally, they just said, I've had it. So that's unfortunate, but it happens. Grateful for my wife, who's encouraged me to stay out here, get this thing done, taking care of everything back home. Puppies who are growing up fast. They're not even puppies anymore. They're like 9 months old. And kids are good. Jack got a new job out of college, and excited about that. And yeah, Rocky Man and I figured it out. Very grateful for him and using our noggins to sort this out logistically, what we're going to do. So yeah, grateful for a lot of things, but had good weather as well. Gear's holding up pretty well other than that water filter. And we think we'll summit probably in the next 19 days. So that's real. 120 days to go if everything comes together and the weather holds out. So yeah, grateful for a lot of things and grateful for y'all to hanging in there with me. So thanks a lot. I'm gonna get up this mountain and let's get going.
Samuel Bemis was born in Putney, Vermont in 1793. His parents were not married, and his father eventually made a cash settlement with Samuel's mother. By the time Samuel was born, his father had married and divorced 3 times. But young Samuel learned the clock and watchmaking business from his father, and then he moved to Boston in 1812 and found work as a clockmaker. He was of a mechanical and inventive mind. He made a surveying instrument, a tooth extraction tool for his dentist friend, and designed improved false teeth. He soon gave up the clock and watchmaking trade and became a dentist in 1822. He visited this area in 1833, fell in love with the mountains, and he visited every year. He was one of the first persons to purchase a daguerreotype camera sold in America, and is considered to be the first American landscape photographer. He designed, built, and supervised his granite mansion using granite quarried out of this very mountain. He owned over 700 apple trees and won numerous awards in Boston for his crops. He explored and fished the area and experimented with stocking trout in some of the lakes. He died a wealthy man, and he owned 6,000 acres, having named this mountain for himself and naming other points of interest after his friends' names. He never married, and he left all of his estate to his longtime friend and caretaker who managed the farm, George Morey. He is buried behind his granite house here on Bemis Mountain.
Hey y'all, so day 156 coming to an end. It is a little after 8 o'clock, coming up on 8:30. Got to slag pack today. That was nice. Two decent mountains we had to climb, and the big one was Bemis Mountain, and there was also a south peak or north peak of Bemis Mountain. So that was kind of the big one for the day. Then we went down the notch and then had to come back up to the road to get picked up. And when we got picked up at the road, lo and behold, there was Sir Stops-a-Lot. You know, I hadn't seen him since way back in Bennington, Vermont, but he's still out doing trail magic. And he and Steve were there and their dog. And also they had a hawk who's just this iconic figure he's hiking the AT for the 7th time. I just kind of boggles my mind. But yeah, he was there, and he just happened to get off trail. He knows those guys, so he was coming up and doing trail magic. But Hawk is back in the Kinsman's, which I remember not too fondly because I did it in the rain. But yeah, that's where he is. He just got off for a few days, come up and do some trail magic. So that was kind of fun to see him, meet him. And then we came back into Andover. Like I said, we moved to a different hostel behind us, which is much closer to the trail than the Human Nature hostel. So yeah, it's been kind of nice. We're getting to do some slag packs now up here in Maine, and found some hostels, and it's been very amenable. So yeah, Rocket Man and I have kind of been studying the map, and as it turns out, we're going to get another slag pack tomorrow, and they're going to run our packs up to the next hostel in Rangeley, Maine, and we're just going to keep moving forward. So we might be able to figure this out for the next 4 or 5 nights with staying in hostels, which would be very nice because just it's more comfortable, obviously. But it'll be a time when we have to get closer to the 100-mile wilderness where that won't be, and we'll be in the woods for sure again. But yeah, it was a good day. It was pretty. There were, we still did over 4,000 feet of elevation. So even with the slag pack, it was a decent amount. But a good day, and getting to see Sir Stop's lot and getting those. He had a bunch of Cokes and sodas and stuff for us there, but really nice. And he's going to be hanging around, so I end up maybe seeing him again in the next few days. I think he's headed up north towards Stratton, Maine, and so we'll probably cross paths again. So very nice. But yeah, pretty day, and it's going to be pretty again tomorrow. I think they're still calling for rain on Tuesday, so we'll just have to wait and see. But that's it. It was a good day, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye, y'all.